As their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
On the ready.
Check. 59. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Hit it.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think Preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Protein spill. Snap.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a second and 14.
90 Wolf.
Hey, eat. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Mike, go.
Lock to throw on second down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin.
Hey!
I got motion man. Me. I got this. Hey, check Mike.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Ready up.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Get it.
On second and 11 now. Lock. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 28 yards. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7, Raiders 0. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's get in there, Check 99.
This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Watch tight end. Tight right. You got 3 down.
This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That second down play nets a -4. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
Watch the slats.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
4 down. 180.
Tighten down.
Check flight Monday. That's it.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, seam 6.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Coming to you. Raider 1.
To throw, it's Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Raiders.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we're good. 180.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Raiders 0.
180. Let's go. Let's bring it. Hey, 734. No. Off.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
You got nothing.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
It's a gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Strong right. We got three, fellas.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, You potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Come on, fellas.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
To throw it is Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
13 yards. First down, Broncos.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Big grip.
On first down, Locke. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Denver.
Come on,
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Danny.
Shoot.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
Sacked. A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
That's how we do it.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Another try after the first down sack. Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And first down.
Double tight, guys, double
At
tight.
the 32-yard line.
3 down.
Shift, watch the shift.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we're good. 180.
Carr going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Pick your game up. Blue draw Corkers. They go.
On 1st down, Lindsey, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 180.
Check Mike 45.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 60 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Let him know, let him know.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Locke to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55.
Coming for you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Strip that ball.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st down, Denver.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Locke now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey, exit. Mike 55, Mike 55. Big rip.
They look to throw. It's Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
13 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5.
Ready.
Locke now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Bunt there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now McManus for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Kill. White.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Swing, double. 2 times. 3 down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Carr. It's caught, Jones. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Raider 1.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Raiders 21, Broncos 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard
We got
line.
this.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A big spot now for the rookie Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Locke now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, hey. Well, Mike 34, Mike 34.
Hey, wahoo!
34's the Mike, 34's the Mike. He's coming. Check him, check him.
65, 65, 65.
Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Down! Blue 80!
Check Mike 45.
Come on. Watch tight, watch tight.
29! 29!
4 down. Check. 45.
Back to throw, Carr. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the 1st here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. 30 base.
It's coming this way, Here we go.
Go.
Mike, check.
Now Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 28, Broncos 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences, and this is what they work.
He's got a man, complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
5.
To throw his lock. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Oakland, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next.